How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Farming Simulator 19 Survival Series. So, in today's episode, we're going to get it going as we sort of always do by cleaning up after the chickens and the sheep as well now. Because we've got sheep recently. I think about 2 episodes ago. And yeah, loving the sheep. They are producing some wool. I'll show you that. I forgot to show you that in the previous episode. But yeah, I'll show you that real quick. And we still need to... I don't know. We still don't really have a permanent solution for feeding the sheep. But I think we're going to go with bales. And also, I've been thinking about the whole combine situation. And I would say we've got a pretty good mix of equipment on the farm. We have got our Mercedes and the Massey and a John Deere and a Voltra. And yeah, I don't think we've got one piece of duplicate machinery. Oh, we've got the Ford as well. But we do have a John Deere over there. But the one thing that we don't have is a case. So I'm thinking that for harvest, we're going to be selling the 2266 John Deere with the header. And we're going to be buying a case combine. So I do like Case. I like it a lot, actually. Big John Deere fan. I mean, if you've been following along with the series, you would know this by now. I'm a big John Deere fan, but as I've said many times, I'm basically just I usually say a tractor fan, but a farming equipment fan. So, yeah, I think we're going to be buying Case, because I do like Case a lot. So we're going to be buying an older Case. Definitely not a new one, because they're stupidly expensive. But I think what we are going to do first is we're going to unload the pickup truck here because we need to feed the chickens. We also need to go feed the sheep. I mean, they're doing all right, but yeah, they need some food. So I'm going to take this up to the storage area here because I want to put that away. And the trees are growing beautifully. Loving that. Starting to look really nice over here. So I think I'm going to leave the pickup here. And I need to figure out where... the forks are in the other building over there. So we're going to be dropping off the shovel from the Mercedes. And yeah, we'll hook up the pallet forks. Take those off. Go feed the chickens. We should actually put it... Where's our thingamabob? We've got a little trailer attachment thing. Let's go look where it is. I think it's in the same shed that we just came from. So I think I'm going to hook that onto the Massey over here. And just leave it on there at a sort of on a permanent basis. And we'll use that to feed the chickens. No. There it is. Right. We're going to be grabbing that. So we can put one of those pallets on here and it just makes it easier to feed the chickens. Beautiful. Righty. So we'll probably... Well, let's just put it in here. There we go. Alright. Let's go get the Mercedes. So this is a lot of equipment shuffling. And yeah, probably not the most exciting thing in the world. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna get this done real quick. I'm gonna grab the Mercedes, take the bucket off, put the pallet forks on, take the sort of bags off of the pickup truck, stick one of them on the Massey, put the other two in the shed, and then we'll come back to go feed the chickens because yeah, that's a lot of things to do for just chicken feed. So yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick, and we'll be back in a second. Alright, so I have put away the pickup and the Massey's still over there, but I just noticed that we are starting to get some weeds popping up in the field. So we're going to have to take care of that real soon. I'm not sure if we'll get to that in this episode, but maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, so what I did is I had a feeling that the chickens needed a lot of food. So I actually took one of the bags with the front loader on the Mercedes and just gave that to the chickens, and it actually took all of it. So yeah, we'll see how much they want off of this, and then we'll put this away, but we'll just leave this attached, maybe just drop it down, and then we'll grab the Ford. We'll give some food to the sheep, Let's have a look. It couldn't take another bag, I don't think. Or maybe it could? Goodness me. How hungry are these chickens? Wow. Okay. That is interesting. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna put this away. And I think they're fine for now. We'll go feed the sheep. And we'll leave the chickens for now. We do have one more bag. And we are growing some wheat. So, we shouldn't have to buy again for at least some time, hopefully. I don't know if I want to sell any of the wheat. Looking at how much these chickens freaking eat. Maybe I should just keep all of it as chicken feed. Then we don't have to worry about it again. Okay, we'll unhook that. There's one bag left over there, but yeah, it's fine. I'll give it to them maybe tomorrow. We shall see. Anyway, let's grab the Ford real quick. And I haven't really said what we're planning today. So, the plan is actually to go do some forestry work. Because we haven't done that in a while. And it's pretty good money. But I do want to buy another logging trailer. Which would be helpful. So we've got one over there. And I want to buy another one of those. Identical one. Why am I taking the Mercedes? I want the Ford. I mean, doesn't really matter, but I like the Ford. And yeah, so we're going to buy an identical one. And we are going to grab the John Deere. And hook that up to the trailers. And then we'll grab the Mercedes because it's got the front loader. And we'll go do some logging. Because, yeah, the money's good. And like I say, we haven't done it in a while. And we'll try. We might not do logging all day. We probably won't do logging all day. Because that'll just get boring. So we might actually do some weeding on the fields today as well. It's only 10:30 in the morning. So we'll have time. We'll maybe do some logging up until 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. And yeah, then we'll probably switch over to the fields. Right, they didn't take much at all. We've still got 56% left. So yeah, I still don't think with the amount of sheep we've got, I definitely don't think it's worth creating an entire field and fertilizing and, you know, all of that plowing and liming and all of that good stuff for... Oh, hit that pretty hard. I don't think it's worth doing all of that effort for the amount that they eat. When they start getting the numbers up to probably about 30, I think it'll be more of a necessity to do that and to create some bales and things. But for now, definitely not necessary at all. Right, that is animals taken care of for today, and only took a couple of hours. I mean, it should take a couple of minutes, but anyways, what we are going to do is I'll grab the John Deere since we're going to use it anyway. We're going to grab this. Oh, listen to that engine. Beautiful. And so I'm going to grab a trailer up at the shop. And yeah, then we will go logging, which is going to be exciting, I hope, and hopefully profitable as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll just skip straight over to when everything's bought and ready to go, because I mean, we've got a trailer. It's nothing exciting to buy that. I'm going to buy it new, though. I think the previous one was used. I'll buy it new because it only works out to about $4,000, so that's fine. Anyway, so I'm going to get everything ready and set up and all the equipment moved, and then we'll go do some logging. Alright, the John Deere is already in place, and I have got the Mercedes with the grappling hook, the log fork, or whatever you want to call it. With the weight, and as you can see, we've got a bit of a weed problem over here as well. And yeah, we are going to do some serious logging. But I did buy 2 trailers instead of 1, so we've got 3 log trailers now, which I think would be pretty ideal for one sort of day's work or one afternoon's work. So it's already 1 o'clock. I was thinking about being done by this time. I'm only getting started now. So we'll go for an hour or so, or basically until we get a full load. So 3 full trailers. And I also noticed this area here, we've been, well, especially when we started out on the farm, we did quite a bit of logging over here. And it is pretty bare out here, and I don't like that. So we'll have to come back at some stage. As you can see over here, there's a lot of trees cut out in this area. So we'll definitely come back at some stage. Definitely not in today's episode, but I'll keep that in mind. We'll come back at some stage and replant this area. Put about 60 or 80 trees in here. And yeah, that should keep us going for a while. So here is our 3 beautiful trailers. So the one we already had, but they all look identical. And they were bought new, not used. $4,000 a piece. And yeah, dragged behind the John Deere. So we are going to jump straight into it. We're going to get some trees cut. I think I'm going to go for these big ones over here and leave those ones for later. Maybe I might get into them a little bit. But yeah, let's get going. right, that is cutting done, and that is basically 3 full trailers, which is exactly what we were aiming for. So, I was a bit off with some of the lengths that I cut these logs to. Some were way too short and some were way too long. So some of them are actually overlapping a bit. So I don't know if this whole train is actually going to be able to turn. But we're going to give it a go anyway. And I'm quite excited to see how much we get paid for this. The front one turns. The back two don't. Interesting. Right, this is a bit of a problem. So we are going to be scrubbing wheels all the way to the sell point, which at least isn't too far away. Yeah. So what I actually thought would be great, because I know you get the big scorpions where you can set the, I think they're called the scorpions, where you can set the sort of log length and it'll sort of cut the tree and trim off all the branches and cut it to length. So those things are stupidly expensive and not worth it if you're not doing logging on a full-time basis. But what I thought would be a really nice thing to have is some sort of a trailer which you can move around, which has got some sort of a drive belt, like a conveyor belt on it, where you can basically cut down a tree, feed it into that, almost like a chipper, sort of something that works exactly like the mobile chippers, but instead of chipping, it actually just pulls the log through and cuts it at a predetermined length. So you should be able to set the length to 6 meters or 10 meters or 8 meters or whatever you want to do. And it just sort of cuts the tree that you feed into it into equal lengths, like I say, a predetermined length, and then it just drops out the other side and you can pick them up there and load them on the trailer and they're all the same size, because then you can cut them perfectly for your trailers. So that'll be very, very nice. Although I think the lumberjack mod, which I don't have, I think that shows you the distances that you're cutting on the logs. So I might look into that and start using that. I haven't actually downloaded that yet, but yeah. Anyway, let's see how much we are actually gonna get paid for this load here. So can we sell all 3 at the same time? Probably not. This trailer is not happy at all. Definitely not happy. So let's take that off. Take that. It might actually have been a better idea to not strap them down, because then they could have moved around a bit and we wouldn't be as rigid. But anyways, we are here now. The moment we went downhill, it started to go a bit quicker. There we go. Oh, $50,000. $50,000, ladies and gentlemen. That is a massive chunk of money. That is a very, very, very big chunk of money. So, that is brilliant. I was expecting about 20, 25. $50,000. That was definitely worth the time to go out and do that. So I'll go back at some stage with a stump grinder. I'll probably forget. But before we go plant some trees, maybe we'll make that our mission for the next episode while we still wait for crops to grow and all that good stuff. Maybe we should head out there with the stump grinder, clean it all up, everything that we cut down. It was actually clean. So I can't remember that we went out there with a stump grinder, but obviously we did at some stage, probably about 20 episodes ago, and cleaned up the place. So that's good. But there's obviously some new stumps around. And then we'll also, after we've cleaned everything up, we'll also go out there and plant like 60 or 80 new trees. We'll just load a trailer full of saplings and go plant them by hand. Just to sort of reforest the area. I don't know if that is a word. Reforestate. Is that a thing? It is a thing now. Right. Anyway, so the Mercedes is still up at the woods where we just cut the trees. So I left it there. I'll have to go collect it at a later stage. But I think we're gonna do weeding real quick. I think we need to hook up the what is it called? the weeder. I mean, it does weeding. It's called a weeder. So, yeah, we're going to hook up the weeder to the Ford and get into some weeding real quick and get this all sorted out. I think I'll just leave this here for now. That is a good setup. I did like that. That worked out really, really well with the 3 trailers. I just need to figure out how to cut the logs more accurately. Anyways, let's jump into the Ford. And I think the weeder is... Is that it? Is that it? Yeah. I was looking for a blue one. Why did I think it was blue? I think the bigger ones are blue. Anyways, let's grab this. Like so. Nothing to hook up. No. Just lift it. There we go. Right. So, yeah, we are gonna run through the 3 fields real quick and get the weeds out because as soon as we've got that out and the crops start popping through the ground, which will probably be tomorrow-ish, then... Why do I keep folding it? There we go. Then we'll need to apply some fertilizer real quick, which we'll do with the spreader. And the spreader is pretty big, so that'll go nice and quickly. And yeah, then we can just sort of wait for all of this to happen. So then I think that'll be a great time to go back to the forest and put some new trees in the ground and clean up the mess that we made, basically. And yeah, I think that is the plan for, well, the rest of today and probably tomorrow. So yeah, let's get this knocked out real quick and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright, that is all of the weeding done, and now we just sort of wait for it to pop through the ground, give it some fertilizer, and Bob's your uncle. There's a crop. So yeah, that'll just take a bit of time. So that was a pretty successful day, I would say. We made a good chunk of money. We're sitting at just about, near as makes no difference, $200,000, which is fantastic because I think the new combine, if I'm going to go for the one that I'm thinking about, and the header is going to work out to about $225,000, $230,000 off of the top of my head. I might be completely wrong, but yeah, we're close to that, and we still have to sell the other combine. I'm not sure how much that is worth, actually. Can't remember what we bought it for. So, might have to look into that. But, yeah, hopefully we make a good chunk of money out of that and the header for the John Deere combines. Or combine. There's only one. And, yeah, if there's a bit of money left, I would actually love to buy a baler. Baler would be fantastic to have on a farm. We'll see. We shall see. Also, a bigger weeder would be nice. Maybe a weeder that we can hook on the back of the Voltra. So, that is something that I'll keep my eye out for. Maybe a second-hand one, I'm not sure. And it also depends on how big it is, really. I'm not going to buy something or spend a bunch of money on something that's 1 meter bigger than what we've got. But if we're talking 4 or 5 meters bigger, then I think that'll be absolutely worth it. So I'm going to get all of this washed up off screen and probably won't wash the trailers. I'll just park them up there. But yeah, that is a pretty successful day. I have to say, the farm is starting to look really nice with the trees. I've sort of looked at it from the field, especially over that side, and it looks really nice. Starting to create a bit of cover over here, which is nice. And yeah, just looking very, very tidy, really. It makes it homey. It sort of makes it feel like a farmyard with a bit of tree cover and things, and the trees at the entrances, and yeah, it just looks nice. But that is going to be it for today, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.